The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Yep.
Motion, bump, 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 bump. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we got 3
Roll out.
Watch that.
Five.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Ready.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Get it.
Coming to you.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ringo. Just out.
Yes.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Guys, it's game situation.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Second and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
I'm coming after you. Mark. Check.
Back to throw here.
Let's go one more.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pick the edge. Come.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
We ain't giving up nothing. 64, weak.
Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
61, matchbox lights.
54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Full set. 40 18 Gator.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Kill. 61. Match box. Right.
Here's King on 1st down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's set a tone.
22, jet, follow, twist. Watch twist.
To throw again. King. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st down, Panthers.
Shut. 9 is a muck yard. 29. Watch it. Watch the flag.
Now King, operating from the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
29 is a Mike 29. 65.
Operating from the gun, King. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a party now. Woo! Put up. Check 59, Mike. Go. 59, Mike to 59. Here we go.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch.
Man.
Watch safety.
Put up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Get trash.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, Wahoo. Screen. Here we go. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 52. Mike, Big River.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the out. 40 goes.
King operating from the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. King. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
You don't want it. Mike, check. 59.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Five.
Screen. Watch the screen. Check 50.
Now.
Check.
He'll look to throw.
Here we go.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No.
Here's McCaffrey. Fights through him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Set, hut. Over there. right there.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. King. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gator. 59. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. All day. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go.
Here's King throwing again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Too fast, baby. Yeah.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go for it.
Ready?
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
Run.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. Mike, they're running it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. King. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Go Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
You know what? Pick up the ball.
King now on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get in that half.
Now King to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 48.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Man, I got you.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check. Crunch. Hey, lock it. Big river.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Go, run.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw. King. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Looking to throw. King. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. King. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 82 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You can't block me.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 54 is Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54.
They'll look to throw.
Pick it up.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set, go.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
2nd and 5.
Check. Drop these.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rocket. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On the set.
59. Mike's 59.
Hard. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, Echo. Check 59, Mike. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ready to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it with Hill. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On second down, Connor looking for space. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is Connor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And cuts out right sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 10-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season, and they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Ravens 17.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's go.
Go.
We got motion. Back up.
Hey, Zoo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
What we got? Hey.
Yo, now.
Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Run.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Baby. Get him, boy.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
We got him.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Here we go.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Check 52's the mic. Check 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Set the tone, defense. Set the
Go.
defense. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
We call that
Shaq
sack
Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. King throwing on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. 30. Past the 20. 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You got tight. You got tight right there. No tight. Spell. Check 43. Pause.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. He'll try. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
52 is the mic right here over there.
He's back to throw.
That's the way.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Mike 52.
You ain't going nowhere.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
I got him.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll look to throw.
Back to you.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here I come again. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
54.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Stop your whining.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Carolina, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.